Love is simply one word. It's unspoken. The foundation of life. What is this all about? There is no greater narcotic on this planet. You can line them all up and it won't come close to the dopamine hit that you get from love. Because love don't even have to touch you to make you feel some kind of way special. All my love angels out there in love land, spreading the good news, keep up the good work. Keep on bringing everybody into this happy family of love. That is the art of love with Dr. O, and I'm yours truly, Dr. O. Hey, welcome back to the art of love with Dr. O, and I'm yours truly, Dr. O. To all my love angels out there in love land, I really appreciate you putting in all that hard work, bringing all these beautiful people into our beautiful family of love. And Lord God knows the world needs just that, a little bit more love. Sometimes if you add too much of something, it makes things worse. But I truly believe that if it's one thing that this world can use a little bit more of, it's love. And love angels, you letting other people know that, hey, if you're looking for love, there's a station out there that's dedicated to you finding out how to love yourself. And remember, in order to become a love angel, it comes with an apology. It comes with you looking in the mirror and saying, wow, all these years I've been neglecting you. I've been cheering for teams and athletes and entertainers that chances are in my lifetime I'll never meet. Believing in people that some didn't even believe in themselves. Putting all this work towards everything except for the most important thing, and that's you in the mirror. And surely, by all means, if you could cheer for a team and an athlete and entertainer that you'll probably never meet in your lifetime, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with enjoying and entertaining yourself with that, but at the same time, it'll probably make you a better fan if you learn how to love yourself. So you might want to start with the entertainer, the athlete, the superstar, the world's richest human being, and that would be you looking in the mirror. Stop getting excited about people's material things that you think they have that you don't have when in actuality, it doesn't exist. As rich as people would like to believe they are, throw this at them. You can write a check that they can't cash, and that would be your bank account. Have you seen any of their money in your bank account? No. Then it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But what does exist is that person in the mirror that's waiting for that apology to say, I'm sorry. From this day forward, it's you and me. I'm going to learn to love you. I might not be perfect in doing it, but I'm going to try. And eventually, I'm going to get there. So you're certified as a love angel once you do that. And today's topic, we're going to talk about the number 3. What is the significance of the number 3? Dr. O, why is the number 3 so important? And why is it your favorite number out of all the numbers that exist? What's so special about the number 3? Well, for starters, throughout the ages, historically speaking, our ancestors, they knew the significance of 3. For some reason, and you guys, my love angels, you already know I love science. For some reason, it seems like society was at a certain level of knowledge and wisdom, and then it fell off. seemed like we were here because how is it that our ancestors know things that we have yet to learn and know? And now we're here. And we have to ask ourselves, did someone rob us of that knowledge to control us? That's just something to think about. And maybe we'll talk about that in another time. But back to the significance of three. Everything in our existence takes more than one. You know, for something to exist, it takes something greater than it. And I've spoken about this on prior segments, and that is the simplification of it is it took your mother and father for you to exist. The beauty of that. And, you know, in early forms of texting, we use the number 3 for what? To create a heart. See, and this is the art of love. So 3 is an extremely powerful number. It's actually the most abundant element that exists in our universe. Hydrogen, helium, and oxygen. It's all love. Such a powerful number. You know, there's 3 yous that exist. What do you mean, Dr. O? There's 3 me's. Do tell, I shall. Well, there's the outer you. And then there's the physical you. And then there's the inner you. What do you mean by the outer you, Dr. O? Well, there's the perception that you have of yourself. An interlock inside of that perception is 3 more things. That is your perception of who you would like to be, who you are, and who you dare not to be. It is 3. As it is the physical you. There is the physical you that you would like to be, the reality of who you are, and then just the thought of who you dare not to be. And then there's the internal you. And that would be how you would truly like to love yourself and for all the beautiful, incredible events that's taking place inside of you, that's happening, and what you hope and pray not to exist inside of you. No, I didn't say yell. I said, let's talk about it. Well, what is the meaning of just talking about it? Talking is love. If you feel some kind of way, I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Do you know that whispers, they hurt more than you yelling at the top of your lungs? If someone took you out to eat and said, you know, I understand that we came together as one, but now we're at a point in the relationship where you're going east and I'm going west. And I don't have a problem with that, but I think it's only fair that I respect and love you enough to let you do that, and you respect and love me enough to let me do me. So at this moment, I think it's only fair that we go ahead and go our own separate ways. Now, if you yell while you're doing that, they're not going to take you serious. But if someone talks to you about that, when you talk, they got to take you serious. So let's go and ease into this next segment. Let's talk about it. I had a kid sit in my chair last week, and he's 16, and his father's there, and that's the kid that he gets the side of his hair just tapered here in the back, and he gives me $100, and it's easier for kids to sit in my chair and to hear a man's perspective other than their father, because sometimes a father, you speak to your child and they'll just turn the block.
It's in one ear, not the other.
Yeah,
it's just all kids.
And then
it's not
when they hear it from another adult, they act like it's brand new, and the parent been telling them that for years.
Right.
And so he asked me, said, "Art, do you think I'm old enough to date?" And I asked him, "How old are you?" I'm not sure if he's like 15 or 16. He's up in there, somewhere up in there. And I said, "Of course you're intelligent enough, you're mature enough to date. You play sports, you get good grades. What is it that you want out of life? What are you trying to do with yourself?" And I let him know, I said, "You're strong enough to climb a mountain, to hike a mountain. But when you start dating, it's going to be like you finding shiny bricks of gold and putting it in your backpack, and you're going to hike up that mountain. And trust me, 100-pound backpack, it may not feel that heavy when you start off, but after a while, every step you take is going to be that much harder to achieve your goal. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to achieve your goal. And then you're going to just have that shiny brick of gold, and then it's going to tarnish. You're going to realize it was just a gold-plated brick. Wasn't even real." So I said, "Are you mature enough to hike that mountain?" Of course. When you know that you need every opportunity and every advantage you have to excel amongst other athletes, when millions play it, thousands check into high school to do it, and only a few hundred go to college, and then let alone to the NBA, and only 6 start. It's like you want every advantage that you have.
Yeah.
And I asked him, so now you tell me after I said that to you, would you rather hike that mountain up with a light backpack with the essentials, water, and or would you want to weigh yourself down and get caught up into things that, from my experience, and if you talk to a lot of other gentlemen, they would have probably just focused on their goals, and like you said.
Well, look, first of all, I 100% agree with you, but I think a lot of things that what we have to realize, when you're 15 and 16, you're especially 17, whatever, you're at the age where you think you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You think you know, you can you know what it is. You don't need to be taught anything anymore. So if a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old would have come to me, hey, I think it's cool. You got a girl that you like, and she like you and everything. But what you have to understand is that this is not the last one. You have to enter into, this ain't the last one. This is somebody I like right now, right? And
but you
can't
stay
focused.
Me that. Hey,
you stay focused.
Mike, you can't tell me that when I'm 15 and I'm in love, bro.
Man,
this
listen.
is the first.
Yeah, but
this is the last.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, though. See, this is why I'm a little different, because I know what I'm telling them. They hear you. The way I raised, let me back up. I raised my kids to be grown, not to be 14, not to be 15, right? So I tell my kids things that 100% all evidence is showing is going in one ear and out the other. 100%. 100%. It goes in one ear and out the other. But I repeat myself over and over again. And the reason why I repeat myself over and over again is because when a situation comes up, they know what to do.
Yes.
because I've told it to them.
Right.
So
when it shows up.
So it's just like going on a plane, right? I'm about to travel next week. Just like going on a plane. How many times have you seen that the demonstration about putting the mask over there, the things under
when
the
it go down, you ain't got time to think about it.
Right. You know, how many times have like I'll probably do it. It's gonna be I have a red-eye flight to the East Coast. And so I'm probably going, while they're talking, going to have my head in the back, nodding off. But guess what? If we go down and we over water, I'm going to go look for that. I'm going to go look for that oxygen tank. I'm going to go look for that life jacket. I'm not going to blow air in it. I'm going to see the light come on because it's been told to me over and over and over again, right? So what happens is you have to train these kids, especially nowadays. We have to train them in a sense where we tell them everything, and we know, and we have the feeling that not listening, but they know what to do when the situation happens.
That's beautiful,
right? So when I say, "Hey, man, you got your little girl, that's cool.
That's good stuff.
Hey, just want to let you know she gonna act a little crazy, and I know you don't see it now, but when she acts a little crazy, you know, you may just have to pull off and say, okay, let me go on about my business, and then when it happened." You know what to do. You know how to react to respond because I'm already gonna tell you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my daughter, look, it was funny to me. You know, I was like, "Hey, you ain't gonna wear jeans?" And she was like, "Oh no, I don't like jeans." I'm like, "Okay, you're gonna wear jeans in a minute."
Right.
And about 2 weeks later, she wanted to wear some jeans. I'm like, "What happened? What happened?" Oh, and then she just looked at me and smiled. I've seen the movie before. Right? So you always want to, you know, the little ones, you definitely want to go and you want to mentor. You want to give them the perspective. You understand that they're not going to get what you're telling them. But when the situation happens, they know how to react and respond. You know what I mean? And to me, that's the key to all mentorship.
For 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, you know, even 21-year-olds, you know, I tell them, I know that you are mature, but I can show you how young you really are.
See, you don't want to do that.
I know, but I have to. Sometimes, and I do it with the parents. The parents are standing there, and I tell them, I want to tell you something about your mother that you don't know. And they look at me like, what you know about my mother? I don't know. Even the mother like smiling because she know I'm getting ready to give them something. I said, just the mere fact that I know sometimes you don't think your mother may know some things, but, you know, we're not perfect. You're right. Yeah. But she's perfect enough to get you to the point to realize that. But at the same time, she did wipe your butt 5,000 times and tie your shoes 1,000 times. She taught you how to walk, talk, eat, and everything. See? So whatever you think of her, then what are you saying that about yourself? At the same time, when was the last time you went to the store and got the econo pack of toilet paper? And they all just look around like, all right. So she's still wiping your butt, huh? See? So that's how young you are, because that stuff just don't magically appear on the roller.
Yeah.
Okay?
I got a better story for you.
Go for it.
It happened yesterday. It was actually kind of comical day. My daughter, she does beach cleanups and stuff, and she got invited to the scuba. I don't know how they found her, but they invited her to this whole scuba convention over at the convention center over in Long Beach. And you know, over there they had timeshares. They had timeshare stuff. And
right.
And a lady goes, she says, you know, don't you want to go to Hawaii? How about Florida? How about Vegas? Right? You know, she's just doing all these cities, you know, to all these places. And I wasn't there, but my wife told me, she said, my daughter was like, I've been to all those places.
Yes. They didn't see that coming.
My daughter was like, my daughter was like, wait a minute, I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Florida, I've been to Las Vegas, I've been to Dallas. I mean, because they were selling, you know, don't you want to go to these places?
Right.
And my 14-year-old daughter was like, I've already been there. Right. And like you see what it is. You see, do you know how many people? You know, we're blessed. You know, but do you know how many?
Super blessed.
But do you know how many people haven't had experiences that you've had?
Some people never even left California,
right?
Or the state that they're in.
Yeah, but it's so funny because they were trying to. The salespeople were trying to say, "Don't you want to go all these places?"
Right.
She's like, "Wait a minute, I've been all those
Already
places.
been there, done that.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Welcome back to the Art of Love with Dr.O, and I'm yours truly, Dr.O. To all my love angels out there in love land, I appreciate you bringing all these beautiful people into our happy family of love. Today I have a special guest on the show, family, love, extraordinaire, businessman extraordinaire, worldwide, international. With no further ado, my cousin Tim Stevens from Chopperhead Magazine.
All right.
Hey, cousin, how you been?
Life is good. I'm glad I'm here to talk to you.
Yes, and it's rare that I get a chance to do this because he's always up in the air flying international. So,
But before we say anything else,
sir.
I want to say one thing.
yes, sir.
I want to give a special shout of love to our aunt, Sylvia,
Oh, yes.
because
Yes.
when I had my unfortunate accident,
Yes.
she checked in on me,
Yes.
and she does a great job of watching after her sisters, babies.
Yes.
She's all we have left to
Aunt
connect us
Sylvia.
to
Much love.
much love to Aunt Sylvia.
Worldwide, international. Aunt
Yes.
Sylvia. Yes.
So now I can talk.
Yes,
I just wanted us to
yes,
give love to all we
yes.
have left to connect us to our mothers.
Yes. Yes. Woo. Man. Yeah, y'all, we have time. We
Yeah.
can explain that to you.
So when you talk about love, that's the biggest love I feel right now is to our Aunt Sylvia.
That really is. She embodies all of us.
Yeah,
The history, the legacy,
yeah,
everything. Aunt Sylvia, we definitely love you
yeah,
and appreciate you.
yes.
Cousin, where did you just touch down from?
Greece. That's my
Greece.
new love.
What you doing
Talk
out
about
there?
love. I'm promoting Chopperhead there and the Big Tim brand.
Give me that book so I can show everybody out there in Loveland. Loveland. This is Chopperhead. This would be Chopperhead magazine, and my cousin been doing this for decades.
Yeah,
You've been,
yeah.
you've been in the entertainment world for decades. He's been traveling around the world for over. I'm not gonna tell nobody your age, but
Right.
for decades. I just
Yeah.
say ever since. No, before I was born,
Right.
he was up in the air.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we just put it to you like that.
Yeah.
So you just cut it down from Greece.
Yes, that's my new love. I love Greece. I love the people of Greece, and they're good to me.
Let me ask you something. What is the atmosphere as far as relationship, love, and romance in comparison to what you feel here in the States?
I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I just because before Greece, I was in love with Japan.
Right.
I felt a lot of love there. So I'm not a very I guess I'm not monogamous with my love from
International
different
love.
cultures.
International love.
Right. I take it wherever they give it to me
Right,
from. So
right.
if, I'm looking to do some stuff in Latvia, which is up there by Russia.
Got you.
So if they're willing to give me some love, I'll take it from
Right,
there too.
right,
And then I will work my way
right,
down
right.
to Africa. I'm looking to go to Ghana.
That'd be nice.
So I'm a cultural slut.
Yes. Right. Spreading love, though.
Yeah, man.
Spreading love. Because
I don't care
Chopperhead
where
is
you
love.
are. If you want to
Chopperhead
give
is
me some
definitely
love,
love.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
What was your first experience, would you say, when you fathomed Chopperhead,
where the idea come from?
Yeah.
Just from looking at Easy Rider magazine and loving it, but not liking certain things I saw in it. So I just decided to do something myself. And when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't do it very well. But I gave it all I had.
Well, I tell you, my perspective from what I've seen of Chopperhead is there's always beautiful ladies,
Yes.
models, and love angels. The type of motorcycles that he has inside of his magazine is a work of art.
Yes.
You know, these are hand-built motorcycles, and when I say hand-built, it's not hand-built like
They're all customized.
they're customized,
Yeah.
hand-built. You ever seen, if you were to see like a villain on a motorcycle, and you know one of the most craziest thing I seen, and it looked wicked. And the guy knew what he was doing when he was doing it.
Mhm.
Badass. It's complete badass. Is when they got that side shifter on there.
Yes, the suicide shift.
Suicide shifter.
Yes.
Now I don't know if any of you know what a suicide shifter, or if you know anything about motorcycle, you know what a suicide shifter is. But you know nowadays you click and shift in your wrist. Is that where you get?
Yeah,
it?
they got it up here. They got
Up here,
yeah.
or you getting back in the days it was on
You
the
got
foot.
it up here. You got it on the foot. You still got it on the foot.
But that side shifter, when you throttling all out and you lean into the side and the bike is just shaking and he's shifting them gears on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Taking
wicked.
his hand off the handlebar
Yes.
to do that.
Oh, it's wicked.
Begging death
Yes.
to come get him.
Suicide.
Shifter.
Yes, yes. Oh, when I saw that, it was just so wicked.
Yeah.
He knew it. He knew he was a badass
Right.
doing it, man. And a lot of the side shifts, they got a skull on it,
Yeah.
man. They just
Yeah, they play it up, man.
So definitely handmade works of art,
Mhm.
definitely crafted from love.
Mhm.
You know, it's truly beautiful that you've been doing this for as long as you've been doing it. And
It's a labor of love
yes, definitely.
because I make my money doing other things.
Right, right.
But I do this at a level that now I've gotten so good at it, I can do it at a level where it looks like I'm making a lot of money at it,
Right,
but I'm not.
Yeah.
But the reward is still the same.
Right.
I'm not making millions, but I feel like millions.
That's even better.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people with a significant amount of financing, but the misery that existed inside of them,
Yes.
it wasn't even worth it.
Yes.
I mean, they were seconds away from just going to the top of a building and just jumping.
Right. I understand that. Because right now, at this point in my life, I feel like I'm taking a stretch of L's.
Right. Right.
But I'm at the point now where I've taken so many L's lately.
right.
I've been eating at the restaurant that serves hot bowls of L's. I've been slurping them. And it's got to the point now where I've gotten to where I'm just charging it to the game.
Right. Right. Well, you know, I say this: you take all that and you make it make money for you because it's just adding to an amazing book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing bestseller book because, like I said, you've been traveling before I even knew what an airplane was.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and you still up in the air, touching down, and I'm glad that you're able to stop by and give. You have any more shout outs you want to give to
No, I just
Anyone?
wanted to make sure we gave love to Aunt Sylvia.
Aunt Sylvia? You got to know we love you.
And to all our
All our
cousins
family
out
members, all our
there.
cousins out there.
Because I heard from everybody when I got hurt.
Yeah.
I was getting
Yeah.
phone calls from everybody. And so
Yeah.
I really wanted to come on here and say that to them. And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it helped me get through because I was catching some L's.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm back up. I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, you never even think that my cousin was in an accident. You know, he was sitting here today.
Yeah, I got 4 fractured ribs right here.
Yeah, but you know, when I got that call, I was like, "Oh my Lord!" And I had to send the cavalry.
Yeah.
I had to send them.
Yeah, it was
send
great.
them calls
Everybody,
out, man.
everybody took care of me. I got
Yeah.
the prayers. I got the
Yeah.
phone calls. I got the
Yeah.
visits. And I was even, and your brother broke
Yes.
through the line at the hospital because they had me
Yes.
hidden in the hospital like I was a
Oh,
drug cartel leader.
He was so hidden in the hospital. You know,
I had a John Doe sticker on my
They gave him a different name than who he was, and you know, they wouldn't let me know where he was, and it wasn't until I let him know about my attorney from Beverly Hills that it had him call like, "Oh yes,
They found me.
Yeah, they found you.
They found me up in there. So
Unbelievable, man.
yeah, so I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see you.
Yes.
We're gonna start bringing models that work with me through
Right.
here for you to
Right.
talk to them, and
Yeah, I would love to speak to
and
him.
so you'll see them instead of me. They're much better to look at, a lot more fun. So
How's cousin Cheryl doing?
she's doing good. She's doing good.
Cousin Cheryl's a little Oprah out there in Ohio.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're
nice.
blessed. We're blessed family.
That
And I
we
love
are.
being here. Just keeps getting better and better.
Love Angels, you should know. If there's anything you got in life, it's family.
Yes.
It's family. If you ain't got nothing else in life to depend on, you definitely want to hold on to a good family.
Yes. For when you're catching all them L's.
Catching them L's and
'Cause
getting
they
through
coming.
hard times, man. Yeah.
The dubs are nice, but you need your family and friends when the L's start coming.
Yeah, you definitely need that to get through it. So, cousin, hopefully, I know you have to go. You got to hop back up in the air, but hopefully we'll catch you again.
Yes.
When you come back. How long are you going to be out there for?
I'm leaving September 1st, and I come back October 1st. And then I'll probably go back again in December.
Whoa.
So by the fall, most of the fall of the 2023, I'll be in Greece.
Whoa. I really enjoyed that show, and hopefully a lot of you enjoyed that show. My love angels out there in Loveland, I appreciate you. And of course, this is that part of the show that we got to go ahead and ease on out and fade to black. But before we do, any of you can reach out to us through any social media platform, the Art of Love Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, if you'd like to send in questions to Ask Dr. O, remember we're here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock to just spread this happiness and this love.